There is some way to the people assume all the situations from life, you know. You can use that as a tool to approach the people.
All right, we are live television from Bend, Oregon, which is definitely not Los Angeles, California. But what can you do? It's just sometimes your wife just wants to move to a different place. And I would like to introduce our very, very special guest, Yoel, who is our secret agent in charge of all the thumbnails. And he has all the knowledge and all the little ins of how this process works. So Yoel, if you can just quickly introduce yourself and tell us what you do at Unilingo.
Hello everyone, my name is Yoel Echegaray. I am part of the Unilingo team in the Department of Latin America, and I'm glad to be with you today.
Let me just tell you, I love your haircut.
Oh.
And we would definitely love some comments. And if you can rate Yoel's haircut on a scale 1 to 10 in the comment section, that would definitely help us determine how this haircut should look moving forward.
Oh yes, please, thank you. I hope the comments are good because it will be good for my self-esteem. So please don't kill me.
Yeah, no, that's definitely important. We want everybody to be happy so they can put in the best work. If you don't mind, Yoel, I'll just jump straight into the questions.
Of course.
So my first question would be, how do you adjust the thumbnail depending on a target market?
In Unilingo, when I started to work on this, we had a clear idea of what we were trying to do. All the YouTubers from Canada, United States, or the different languages that are not from Latin America, most of their content might not be too interested in the people here, you know. There's like a big difference between one society and another. We understand that when we get a new channel, we check all the content and try to get the way for that channel to reach people. That's what we usually do in Unilingo.
Okay, so what you're saying, it really matters, like the thumbnails are almost like regional, right? So for Latin America, you would make a completely different thumbnail than, for example, for Russia, right?
Yeah.
And this has to do with the concept of the social imaginarium, like we discussed, that there are just different social concepts and different cultures, and that they do influence the process. And if you can just talk a little bit in more detail, like what are you looking at? Exactly what elements can be different? Is it like the color schemes?
In Argentina, where I live now, there is some way to the people assume or confront all the situations from life, you know? How do they see the food? How do they enjoy? How do they fall in love? Each aspect of society is different for each one of the societies, you know? And we all Latin Americans, we are the result of our history. And not just in Argentina, also in Peru, societies are different, but we have like a same core, you know, not just the language. It's not just the language, it's bigger than that. Latin America, for example, the colors, the food, the communities, our ancestors, all the people that live in Latin America, the immigrants in Argentina, in Peru, Chile, when you understand that, when you try to start a YouTube channel, you can use that as a tool to approach the people.
That's really cool. Like, I think a lot of people don't know that how much thinking really goes into this process, because I feel like for a lot of YouTubers, you just put a thumbnail that's screaming and you just want to grab the attention, but you don't really like think about the little details, like how to approach a certain community. So it's really cool that you especially just put so much thinking into it, and it's such a creative process from what I understand. It's almost like every thumbnail is a little piece of art, you know, in a way. And I would just like, my next question would be, how do you create that little piece of art? Like what is the process of artist Yoel who works on his little thumbnail? How does it work?
Well, first we check all the material. We try to take the essence of the video, and how do we show this to the people without giving all the information, right? There's a lot of information inside the video, and we want that the person that is watching that thumbnail feel attached to click on it, you know? And that's a real challenge. Not give all the information, but give at least enough for the people to click it. And for example, what colors do we use? I will say, me as a Peruvian, right? I love like shiny colors, you know, but fully shiny colors. I wasn't understanding why, but if you go to Peru, you will see that it's a full color country. Which color will be, not just the color, which photo will you use, what photogram will you use, or if there is something that you need to build from scratch.
Obviously, there's a lot of creative work that goes into the thumbnail. So the other part of the equation would be how much quantitative work, how many analytics, how much of that analytics knowledge goes into creating a thumbnail to just merge into this beautiful, perfect baby?
It depends a lot of the channel, especially how hard or how much that was made it for the original audience, how much of that we can use to make it more catchy to Latin American market. Here in the Latin American department, we are always thinking, hey, what is trending on these days? What is going on? And we see a lot of Latin American YouTubers, especially because they mark a line. Maybe they have their own audience. And how do you use that? That's a real challenge.
Cool, awesome. You must have worked on a lot of thumbnails, but probably there's one in your mind that really stands out that you're really proud of. Can you tell me what was it and why did it work so good and why you're so proud of it?
There is this video that I felt really proud of it. Discovered the infinite pattern that never repeats from Veritasium. The original thumbnail, I thought that it might not work in Latin America. And I was just like saying, okay, patterns, where I can find something like that. And after that, I just watched the video 3 and 4 times and I said, oh, there's something nice. And I found it in the photogram. When I work the photogram, I make all the things that I usually do on the thumbnails. It has been well received by the growing community of Veritasium in Spanish. I was too happy for it.
The power of the human brain.
That's it. That's what Unilingo is, right?
Yeah, so finally, I just wanted to ask you if you could describe your perfect thumbnail in 3 words, what would it be?
Catchy, simple, and original. Each video is just like a person. I take it that way. The video has personality, and you have to show that personality on the thumbnail.
Thank you for your time, and hopefully we can catch up soon and reveal some more secrets to help people bring the great content to the people, for the people.
Nice to be with you, Adam, and well, see you around.
Okay, gracias hermano. Talk to you soon. I hope you enjoyed this little chat with Joel, and hopefully this will serve as an inspiration for you guys to elevate your thumbnail game. If you did enjoy it, please hit the subscribe button. We will be putting in weekly updates on how you can localize your channels and little tips, how you can make that better. There is a huge global audience to capture, so hopefully everybody's getting on board, and let's deliver the best content to everybody in the world.